guys, it's Sean from Iron Snack. This is my second video related to this first triathlon I did last season, and the first of the season last year. And hopefully you already watched the first. So if not, please go to the video description below and click that because for the first video, because you want to see that first for the actual race. This is the kind of supplemental, and it's all of the pre-interview stuff I did. So this is when I got there the day before. I registered early, which I love doing, and then I registered early, and then I was able to check out the swim, which I kind of talked about in the earlier video, but you can see my interview for this. I checked out the bike, I checked out the run, I had some talks with Dylan, I kind of broke down how I was thinking, and you'll be able to see all of this. I just kind of want to set it up. So that's kind of how I go about it. I kind of have a pretty good ritual. I get there early, register first, then I kind of look, I do maybe a little bit of the run course, a little bit of the bike course, and a little bit of swim as well, just to kind of see everything, kind of scope the whole area out, really look at the race chart, see where my transition center is, because that means a lot to me, how close I am to the running in from the swim, how far I need to go bike out, how far I need to run out after my bike. This also is pretty important to me, how much space I have, how many bikes there are per little slot. So this is stuff that's all pretty important to me, and all things I love doing the day before, and this is kind of what you'll see in this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and then please let me know if you have any questions, but here you go.
So what's the purpose of being here a day early?
Oh, just registering a day early. Registration was from 2 to 5. It's now 5:05, so I was able to get some more gear and stuff, some last minute snacks and stuff for tomorrow morning at Walmart. But I had a good registration. Number 348. I was able to scope out the area a little bit. My transition zone's over there. Looks pretty nice. I wasn't exactly ready for the run's going to be half on pavement and half actually trail, which I've never done that before in a triathlon before, so that'll be interesting. But it'll be a cool way to start out the triathlon season. And I just kind of mapped out the swim. It looks pretty nice. You'll be able to see that, I'm sure, in a video to come. And I'm about to warm up in the bike, but then go swimming to test the water.
So you mentioned you got some more snacks and supplies and stuff. Like, what'd you pick up?
So tonight, I'm actually going out to eat. I'm going to get some, I know a lot of people say carb heavy, but my coach has me doing just some nice veggies, maybe a little bit of carbs, a little pasta on the side, and then just like a lean fish. Then tomorrow, though, I'm not eating anything. The way my food's going tomorrow morning, I'm waking up at about 5:30. I'm going to pound down 1 applesauce, 1 cup of blueberries, and half a bagel with peanut butter and jelly, which is what I've been doing, similar to what I've been doing the last couple of triathlon seasons. So I think that's going to be my staple for this triathlon season, depending how it goes. Pound down 1 Gatorade at that point, then an hour and a half out, no more liquids, and then 15 minutes, a half hour before, I'll have my gels, and I'll have a little caffeine gels, and I'll have a little bit of that Gatorade and water, and then we'll go to it. Get 1 or 2 hopefully Gatorades throughout the bike race. Well, it's a sprint, so maybe 1 Gatorade throughout the race.
Can you just run through some of the gear, like what it takes? What's the minimum you got to have to get started with the triathlon?
All right. The minimum you have to get to practice a triathlon is a swimsuit, goggles, a bike, and running shoes. That's all you need to get just to get started. For me, it's a little different, so I'm going to start out the swim. I'm going to give you a swim cap here, but I'll have another one because it's cold to keep my head warm. I have some nice goggles. Just figure out what goggles. They don't need to be super nice. Just figure out which ones fit the best, which ones don't leak. And I'm gonna have a wetsuit because it's gonna be pretty cold, and what's called a tri-suit. But we'll see tomorrow. I brought 2. I'm either gonna wear shorts like this, or I'm gonna wear a full tri-suit. We'll see what it's like tomorrow. You'll see that. That's all you need for the swim. You can get some nose plugs here if you want. I don't use it. Once you go onto the bike, I have some bike gloves. A lot of people don't want it because it takes a lot of time to go on. I have some problems with my knees, so I'm gonna wear that. But besides that, it's just these tri-suit, which can take you through the whole thing. I'm gonna be wearing a different shirt. My bike shoes that clip onto my bike. This is a pretty inexpensive bike, actually, just a normal road bike. But I did add some aero bars on the top of it, which are these, which help you get in position, go a little faster. And then I'm trying to think, you need a good helmet, some sunglasses, and then for the run, you just a race belt to keep your numbers, and your running shoes are good to go.
Very cool.
So not a ton.
Awesome. Well, thanks for explaining that. So you're going to go on this bike now, just kind of get a feel for it, and maybe we can talk to you a little bit more after that.
Yeah, sounds good. All right.
Let me see you jump.
Just got off the bike. I'm for a quick warm-up run.
All right, man. So you went out, you did a little bit of the biking, you did a little bit of the run.
Yeah.
What did that tell you?
I read that there's a little steep uphill to start out with the bike. It definitely is. I didn't realize there's also going to be steep uphill with the run because it's the same thing. So I ended up doing the run path with the bike, and it looks pretty nice. I had about a mile of the 3.5 miles of the run. It looks pretty good. It goes into that trail, which is going to be interesting. But, you know, the bike felt good. It feels good out here. It's really pretty. The run felt pretty good. I was going at about, I tried to figure out what I could do my 3.5 mile pace at. It's about 9.5 minutes per mile, which isn't great, but it's pretty good. It'll end up being a good time if I get a good swim and a good biking before. So it'll be good. It's time to find out how cold this water is, and we're good to go.
Absolutely. All right. So any issues with the bike when you're out there?
No, my bike. I think the wheel was catching on something, so I have to figure that out. And I'm gonna fix my aero bars and raise my seat up a little bit, I think, before the bike. But besides that, everything felt good. Shoes were quick in and out, pretty nice. I might adjust them a little bit, but everything was feeling good.
Okay.
And
All right.
I got some new bungee laces actually for my run. I was a little worried about going out with them new, but they felt amazing when I was out there running, so I'm glad I made that purchase.
Okay, cool, man. So you're going to go hit this swim?
Yeah, let's see how cold it is, but let's do it.
All right.
What's up, guys? Just gonna test the water's freezing. I need to test it out a little bit though before I go.
Finished up the swim, got changed.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I was a little unsure about how cold it was going to be, and it was actually freezing in there. But after about a minute or two, I started warming up to it a little more. Pretty cool, actually. Saw a lot of fish in there, so it was pretty sweet. It's a clear lake, and you saw minnows, and it got a little bigger to some crappies, and it must have been some bass or walleye or something, because it was pretty big by the end. It was pretty cool to see while I was swimming. I started a little quick. And that's something I did in both the run and the bike. I started too quick and I had to like get in my pace. So I'm really gonna have to work about starting slow tomorrow. But it's not the longest. It's the longest sprint race, by the way. The Seahorse Triathlon is the longest sprint race of any sprint in the area, or maybe in the country. So that's gonna be a little interesting. But I was training for Olympic and moved this to sprint. I have my Olympic in 3 weeks, so I think I should be more than ready for this. It'll just be interesting. It's the first one of the season. I haven't actually done a triathlon for 2 years now because I didn't do one last season. This is my first triathlon in 2 years, so it'll be good. This is a good one. It's been around for like 10 or 11 years. It's always the first one of the season, and so people know it's the first one and they act like it's the first one of the season. So I think it should be a good time. Pretty excited for it.
Awesome. Okay, so you've been training for how long?
I've been training for about hardcore every day, or 6 days a week for about 3 months at this point with the coach. Okay.
Any particular areas where you've seen the most improvement?
Honestly, everything I've seen the most improvement. Like I can't say one thing. My run, at the very beginning, I was having trouble. I'd say at the beginning of my training this year, I was having trouble 1 mile going fast, so it put me out. And now I go 4 or 5 miles easy on the run without getting winded at all. For the biking, it's hard. I guess it's a little harder to say, but I think this is 14 miles, and I went from doing about 14 miles an hour for an hour to about 22 miles an hour for an hour. And then for my swim, I was having trouble getting through a full 100, 200 front crawl at a decent pace, and now I'm at easily at 1500. This is a 500 meter swim, so it should be pretty good.
Okay, so do you have any concerns going into the race? Any areas you think are going to be tough?
I was really concerned about transition time. I haven't done a transition in 2 years. I'm a little worried about that. I took off my wetsuit in like pretty quick time, I felt like today. So if that happens, I'll be pretty good. I just don't want to forget anything. And besides that, I think just everything. Like I haven't done an actual race like this. I've been off season for 2 years now, so I'm a little nervous just to get in this. This is my first time in 2 years. I got some people watching. I got to represent Iron Snack, so it's a little nerve-wracking there, I guess.
Okay, absolutely. And then what are your goals for tomorrow?
I'd like to say my goals are just to finish and do strong, but I have time goals. Since it's a 500, I'd say if I do longer than 12 minutes swim, I don't think that'd be going a little more than I hope for. For the usually 400 for usual sprint time, I can get it done in about 8 minutes. So if I'm going more than 12, it'll be trouble. With the bike, I'd say my goal is about 40 minutes. And that's for the 15 miles. And for the run, 3.5 miles, we're going to average about 9 minutes. So that's maybe 30 minutes, 32 minutes run. That'd be pretty good. So overall, 30 minutes plus 45, hour and 15, plus 15, hour and 30 with transitions. I should be able to get it done about hour 30, hour 35 minutes.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, we got to talk a lot today. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more at the hotel room tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll go over some transition times. Put
Absolutely.
on my blanket or my towel and lay everything out a couple times. That'll be good.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Thanks,
all right,
man.
cool. All right, snack out. Bye.
All right, dude. So we're back at the hotel.
Yeah.
Had dinner, running through some transitions from what I understand. So what's that all about?
I got a lot of stuff still hanging on my wetsuit, and my bike's gonna be a little different, but basically just figuring out my setup. My towel's still a little wet, so I'm using this impromptu hotel towel. You can look at it. So the first thing I'm gonna do when I come from my swim is take off the wetsuit, throw that over there. I'm gonna have my bike would be like right here with the handles facing me. So I'm gonna have the bike helmet facing up, my sunglasses in. Get my sunglasses on, helmet on first thing first, because if you touch the bike without the helmet, it's a 5-minute penalty. Get my shirt on, because I won't have a shirt at that point, because I'm not using my fresh suit. Run over here, I got my sleeves, the gloves for the bike, and I need my knee brace. Then I have my socks pre-rolled, because it'll be wet, my feet will be wet, so it's just easy to roll them in. Then hop into my bike shoes, be able to get on. Then when I come off, I'll have the bike shoes already unlaced by the time I unbounce. I'll caulk them in and run in, kick them off. I'll have throw on my running shoes, take off my gloves, my helmet. This would be my bib holder, throw that on for the run, and then get going. So it looks pretty good now, so I think I'm feeling good about that setup. So it should be good. You guys saw the tri shorts I'm wearing today. I'm gonna wear those again tomorrow, I decided. So I can throw a clean shirt. This is actually a biking shirt, but it's pretty similar texture to a triathlon shirt. The arms do hug a little tight, which might be annoying in the run, but I've ran in it before and it feels fine. So I'm gonna put this on warm. The other option, the reason I'm doing this is because in the summer I do have a tri suit, which is like this. The only problem with this is that I don't want this part to be cold the entire time because of how cold the water is. So that's the reason I'm going to switch into wear the tri shorts so I can switch into the warm shirt. But normally I would probably, for the rest of mine, especially the one 3 weeks to Olympic, I'll probably be wearing this because it's just quicker time.